Ed is, I believe, a world-renowned chef.
Yeah, used to be. Yeah, it's my thing.
A chef. And those of you who know me know what cooking means to me and my family. My mother cooked. My brother who passed was a chef. And that was his passion. It was his life. Reg worked, I would literally say 25 years straight, every day,
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
And he loved what he did.
So
Cooking was his passion.
He wasn't working.
Right, he wasn't working.
He wasn't working.
I could bring Reg to your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you be on the grill.
Let me take
And Reg
over.
would be like, let me take
Let
over.
me take over. That's me. Yeah.
He ain't having fun. Like, let me take over.
Let me get on that grill. Yeah.
That's who he was. So I heard you talk about, and I have the Lamore Catering, which is my partner Alicia Moore and her catering company, who you've met.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whenever she talks about her cooking, it's always about my love for my mother, my love for my family, my love for the people.
Yeah.
Yours goes back to when you said my grandmother.
Hey, man, my grandmother, bro. Every day, man, my grandmother, man, to keep me off the streets, put me in that kitchen with her, bro. I had to clean them collard greens. Yeah, I had to do that by hand, bro. We used to walk from her house, 1949 West Lafayette, down to Lexington Market. The old Lexington Market.
Oh, Lexington Market.
Sawdust on the ground to pick up ingredients, man, because she wanted to cook. I walked back with her, and I would sit there, man, and I would cook with her. And she would just show me things, and I began to realize, like, it was therapeutic. See, those moments took my mind off of everything. You know what I mean? Like, and I was creating something, with my grandmother. And she would always tell me, like, boy, just come on in here, we're gonna cook. Boy, we're gonna come in, we're gonna cook. So I started cooking. And now as I started to mature in my life in high school, I thought, I was into political science. I thought that was gonna be my jam, yada, yada, yada. Then I thought I was gonna go into the medical field. So I started volunteering. This is when shock trauma had first came about. And I was volunteering as a portable x-ray technician. I thought I was gonna do that. And then I got a job, man. I'm dating myself here for those of you who are from Baltimore. And if you remember in the harbor, there was a restaurant called the American Cafe, right? I started working there as a dishwasher. I was making $4.83 an hour, washing dishes. And I tell people this story because washing dishes taught me more about life than you could ever imagine. Time management, discipline, multitasking, the skills that I was able to acquire from washing dishes in this restaurant translates to a lot of what you see me doing today. But there was a hustle side to me too, E, that just made sense. I would be that kid, and I want these young people to listen to this because I was that kid, bro, that would wash dishes, but I understood that the prep girl made $6 an hour. So I would wash dishes and run over when there was nothing to do and help her prep. I wanted to learn. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, they ain't paying me for that. I'm not doing
Right,
it.
that's their job. I ain't doing nothing extra.
I ain't doing nothing extra. Right. It's never extra. I told you in the beginning, it's the tools in your toolkit, bro. You gotta have it. I was sharpening, I was putting new tools in my toolkit. So I'm sitting there helping her out. Maria was her name. I would never forget it, man. Maria got pregnant, man. She went on maternity leave. Guess who stepped into the prep position? Now I'm making $6 an hour. So what I do, just the salad station, Grand Manger, I started watching. Oh, I would bang out my prep. I'd run down to the salad station and start helping that chick out. Learning her station. She quit. Guess who moved up? I'm making $8 an hour. And I just kept looking down the line. More importantly, I learned that cooking became something that was therapeutic. It was easy for me and I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. So I went all in. I'm a Baltimore kid. I went to the Baltimore International Culinary College. I took what hustle money I had. I went up to Heritage Oldsmobile. I bought me a 1998 Volkswagen Jetta. I went down to the Baltimore International Culinary College and I started cooking. And that's when I realized, wait a minute, there's a lot more to life out here. And this is why I want people to understand that access, and when you can change the environment of people, you can change the thoughts and the patterns of people. I went to Europe, bro, and I'm 18 years old, 19 years old, and I'm in Europe. Now, everything I was told, remember, who you're supposed to be and who you made to be, I was told how they gonna treat me over there. you know, they racist, they gonna do this, they gonna do that, don't eat this, don't drink this, don't. Total opposite, bro. This right here, I was introduced to red wine. Come on, man. Baltimore City.
Baltimore City, red wine. Thunderbird.
Boone's Farm, baby.
Rich's Wild Hours Road.
Right, that's what we're talking about. You know what I mean? I wasn't drinking no
red wine?
No Melback, no Cabernet. Wasn't exposed to it, right? But the first time
I don't like it. I don't like it. What do you know about it?
I don't drink that. How you know you don't drink it? Nah, I don't drink it. You ever tried it? Nah. Hey, drink these grapes, boy, and be quiet. You know, now I'm popping these grapes, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I do like it. This is interesting. Okay. Then that culinary side began to give me exposure to things that I just never got to see before. And it began to let me find out who I really was on the inside, the things that I really enjoyed, right? So as I progressed, you know, I came back, got my skills up. I'm gonna brag a little bit. I was pretty good at it. You know, I made a good living doing it, but it began to teach me two things as I began to start to mentor. Here's what I learned. Anybody that I mentored that had a drug background, I could teach them how to cook. I could bring them into the kitchen because it was a transferable skill set. Literally, it was a transferable skill set. And I jokingly tell people this, and when I go to mentor kids, they be like, man, I don't understand. You want me to be a what? I said, bro, it's the same thing you're doing right now. You buying something from this person, you going into your kitchen, you whipping up something different, and you selling it over here at a premium. Ain't that what you do? Guess what I do as a chef? I buy from my purveyor, I bring it into my kitchen, I add a little something to it, and I sell it to you at a premium. Show me the difference. There's nothing wrong with your aim, bro. Just let me change your target. Keep that, keep all of that hustle, keep all of that grind. See, these are the things people don't want to do with people. We talk about meeting people where they are. Now you really got to meet people where they are. And you got to really find that nugget to uplift them from where they are.
Cultivate.
You have
build.
to.
Absolutely.
But something that they can understand and resonate with, right? So when I bring these kids into the kitchen, I'm like, bro, everything in here you should know all about is pots and scales. I know you know weight. I know you know it. It's part of your training.
Part of what you're right.
Right. I know you ain't got a problem coming to work every day because I know you out on the corner every day, right? I know you, so I know your work ethic is there. You got to be a people person. You're dealing with people every day. So
you want to make money. You want to make good money.
You want to make money
because you're out there hustling to make that money.
To make the money.
To feed whatever you need to feed.
You doing it. You're getting up to do this every day. Come work for me, bro. Ain't nobody gonna kill you over no crab cake. Ain't nobody gonna kill you over no crab cake, bro. So you might as well come work for me. Then you got to break down the numbers. You out here every day. How much you making? I'm making $1,500 a week. All right. You got health insurance? No. How many hours you working? 70? You getting overtime? No. Okay, you get locked up. Who paying your lawyer fees?
No, you got to look over your shoulder every day.
Right, every day. Right. Mental health, you all jacked
Knock
up,
to
right?
the door, you run into the back like, who's at the door?
You freaking out. Right, you that's your life. For $1,500, you might well come work for me, bro. So I take kids off the street and I teach them that. So that cooking thing became this wonderful avenue that I could reach children with. So then I started something called Around the World on a Plate. It's crazy, E. I would take kids around the world.
And so that you guys know, when he says around the world, he's literally been
around the world.
Around the world.
Right.
And what took him there?
Cooking.
Around the world.
Literally around the world. Twice. Just for the record. Right? But I take kids around the world. My old tagline was, I can't take you around the world on a plane, but I can take you around the world on a plate. I can't take 300 kids around the world on a plane. It's too expensive. But I could take 300 kids around the world on a plate. And it's all about exposure, bro. It's all about trying to find out who you are.
And so not who you're told to be.
Who you're told to be.
But who you are.
Correct. So we bring in chefs from China, Japan, Jamaica, El Salvador, Mexico, France, and we set up stations. And they cook culturally relevant food to their area. And we bring kids in from all these camps, man, and we let them go around and try everything and talk to the people and understand how to use a chopstick, you know, what's a pedophore, What's this? And let them try it.
What's a metaphor?
And then you,
Come on, bro. Tell me what a metaphor is. I don't know what a metaphor is.
Come on, man.
Tell me what the metaphor
It's like
is.
an apple teeth. It's like a small little metaphor. It's like a little dessert.
Okay, all right.
You know, it's a metaphor.
Hey.
You working
I was
it.
a kid from New Jersey,
You know,
baby.
Come on, baby.
I
You're
was a
not
kid
from Jersey, baby. You know what it is.
Dang.
But that's what. But see, that's the thing, though. We want to teach
I call it
them that.
dessert. I don't know about a metaphor.
You know, it's an amuse bouche. You know, it's a starter. It's the beginning. You know, all these wonderful things. But you start teaching them that shit, bro. Hey, that's it, right?
Nah, that's it.
That's the education piece, right? But you start to see kids' eyes light up, bro, because they've never had it before, and they like it. You know, to watch a kid eat sushi for the first time and like it, and then start to ask questions about it. So now I've sparked an interest in you about Japan. Now you want to learn about that. You want to learn how to eat with a chopstick because you think it's cool now. But now I'm sparking something here through food, through culture. I tell people, you know what made me comfortable traveling the world? And I jokingly tell people this: I cannot speak your language, but I can eat your culture. You'll accept me the same. If I know to come into here, if I'm in Burkina Faso and I'm sitting down and I know to take this hand and dig in there, or if I'm in the Ivory Coast and I know to take that fufu and mash it in with and eat it, or if I'm in Ethiopia and I know how to eat kit food, that you accept me for that.
Facts.
I'm showing you respect.
They're gonna look at you crazy with a fork.
Right.
Bro,
Nah, bro.
that's not what
you
we're doing over here.
That's not what we're doing over here. I can't speak your language, but I'm showing you I respect your culture by the way I respect your food. I'm eating it the way it's presented. I'm eating it properly. I'm accepted around the world.
And I want to say, not to take off, but
No,
in my business of working with children, you know, a lot of people read the books and tell you what to do, how to do, when to do. That's all well and good, but that don't work in these homes because these homes haven't read the book on what you're supposed to do and how you do it. I used to work for Catholic Charities at the Archdiocese of D.C. And the one thing I learned is I can't take my values and bring them into someone else's home who's from a different culture.
Can't do it.
And expect them to understand and respect my values. Your culture is different from mine. I don't want to change your culture. So what do I need to do? Every social worker needs to understand this. Every person working with kids in school systems, in environments, any environment need to understand that sometimes someone's culture is their culture.
It is.
And if I'm going to respect you, this goes back to what you said about food, I need to understand your culture.
You have to understand it, bro. Again, we use the words. We use all the right words. Meet you where you are.
Meet you where you are.
But are you really meeting me where I'm at? Really? Are you bringing me to your office or are you coming to my home? See, if you want to really meet me where I'm at, then come meet me at 1951 West Lafayette, bro. Where we boiling hot water to take baths. Me and my brother getting in the tub together because we don't have hot water.
I know the feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Meet me
sir.
where I'm at, bro. We got the oven turned on with a fan in front of it to blow heat because we didn't have it. That's meeting me where I'm at. Not coming to your office. I'm meeting you where you are.
Exactly.
You got to drive down here and meet me where I am and immerse yourself in this moment. That's the only way you can help. You can't help me dig out from up there. How?
All right. So we went through the chef.
Yep.
Now we're going to this amazing person in your life who I just adore. And I adore watching you with her.
I'm definitely going to start crying again now.
With her. Like watching you with your wife.
Yeah.
As a man who has never, I wasn't a good husband when I was a husband.
Yeah, we get it.
And watching you with your wife, I get so envious of the way you always have your eye, but you're letting her do her thing.
Yeah.
And you're always going back and reinforcing, I got my eye on you, with petty kisses, petty hugs, just to make her know.
Yeah.
And watching that, like, is what we as men, not just black men, men period, women talk about us like we're dogs sometimes. And I was that guy when I was married. And watching you navigate that realm over the past 2 years has always, I look forward to having your wife.
Yeah.
Man, she's
The
not
first
here
thing
with
you
us
ask
now.
me, where's your wife at?
Where's your wife at?
Where's your wife at? Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's something we as
Yeah.
men need to understand. So I want,
Yeah.
so women know this too, that you understand this and we're understanding this. And it also goes back to those blocks of cement that have been built up over years and us not knowing how to navigate that. What is your philosophy on, because I'm saying you have a success, how long you been married?
We entering our 17th year of marriage.
17th year of marriage. And I see the same passion and love that I would have seen year one.
Yeah.
Tell me about that life for you. How does that work for you and your wife? How do you make, and she's also successful in the business she does.
Yeah. Yeah. She has
Like-
she stands up on her own 2
She
feet.
stands on her own 2 feet.
Yeah, no doubt.
So how does that work for you? How do you guys make that happen with 3 children,
Yeah.
with all the things, the businesses you're in, the business she's in, the life that she's leading, the life you're leading? How does all that accumulate to home and the love and the everyday reassurance?
Yeah, I think the first thing is, and I told her when I met her, I said, listen, you only got one job. Every day you wake up, find a new way to love me. Make that your driving principle. Because every day I wake up, I'm going to try to find a new way to love you. Every day. Every single day. Every single day in my house, and this is a fact, and it's a fact, E, we're going to laugh every day. And you're going to be told you loved every day. Every day. My kids have always had it. My wife, every day. It's very simple. We talked about it back again earlier before we came on about how I believe the 3 L's and the 4 L's, right? And I really believe this, and I believe.
And explain the 3 L's and
Yeah.
the 4 L's.
So for men, this is for women. I'm letting you know, men have 3 L's. You have to learn to listen, love, and leave them alone. And you have to know when to do these things. You have to be intuitive and know when to do these things. And for men, you have to learn how to listen, lead, love, and leave them alone. You have to know when to do these things. Intuitively, you have to know, right? You have to pay attention to your spouse, right? We talked about it earlier, the spades game. I'm not that guy trying to do this, right? My grandmother had a plaque that sat over top of her stove that said, a man's job is to make the living, and a woman's job is to make that man's life worth living. And it took me some time to understand that. And when I say that to most women, they immediately go to barefoot and pregnant, I ain't cooking it. That's the mindset, right?
And that's not what that means.
It's not what that means. If I'm going to go out into that jungle every day as a silverback of this family and do what I'm supposed to do, when I come home, just make me feel like it was worth it. You know, just I need to feel that it was worth it for me to go out here and deal with being a black man, dealing with the struggles that I'm dealing with, dealing with the bullshit at work, dealing with all the things that I'm dealing with. When I come home, give me that hug. Give me that kiss. Tell me you love me. Makes it worth it. I'm in now. Every single day, that is the driving purpose. And for us as a family, you know, man, excuse me, first of all, the universe gives you exactly what you need when you need it, when you are in your purpose. Okay? She's gonna get mad at me for telling this story, but it's okay.
Hey, tell the story. Share the story.
Let me tell you how we met. Now, I'm a food and beverage director in a hotel. She's doing business in the hotel. So we see each other, you know, off and on, right? But I'm working, she's working, no mix. One day, I'm at work, she comes in with a dude. And they sit at the bar. Now, you know, I'm kind of in my, you know, immediately the man in me, I'm sizing dude up. I'm like, yo, this clown, right,
Let's do it right here.
this clown? You know? So I don't say nothing. I'm doing my giddy up. Dude gets up and goes to the bathroom. True story, E. She runs over to me, bro, with her number, man. And she was like, yo, here's my number. And I'm like, yo, kid, aren't you on a date? She's like, yeah. Ladies, listen to this, because this is the part that I found so gangster, but so my wife. She said, I promised myself that the next time I saw you, I was going to give you my number. She goes, and this is the next time I saw you, so here's my number. She gave me the number on a Wednesday, bro.
And on the Thursday?
I called her and asked her if she want to go out on Friday. Friday, March 15th, we went out, bro. We've been together ever since.
Ever since.
Ever since, man. And it's just really about, this is my relationship advice to people. Number one, don't get too high on your own supply. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we can get so gassed up on what we think we bring and who we think we are that it diminishes the value of other people. That's called getting high on your own supply. You're not supposed to do that, bro. I could easily be that dude and come home and be like, I'm the breadwinner, I'm doing this, and you're supposed to do. See, because once you start to layer expectations on your marriage, that's when you start having problems. Bro.
Yes.
What you mean? You don't expect your? No, bro. I don't expect my wife to do nothing. I don't love her for reciprocation and return on an investment. I love her because I love her.
I love her. I love her because I love her.
I love her because I love her. Period. Oh man, no, ain't no way. She gonna have to do. Why? Why are you putting expectations on it? See, once you start doing that, now you start to. That's how you let things seep in, because now you have an expectation. Oh, I'm expecting her to do X, Y, and Z. The moment she don't do it, there's a default on the loan.
Right, it's default. It's a default on the loan right now.
There's a default on the loan right now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't living up to what? To what? I tell my wife all the time, you don't owe me anything. Nothing. It's a partnership. It's a relationship. We are in this thing together. I gotta wake up every day and love you. You gotta wake up every day and love me. Period. Now, people get so hung up on titles, work, and time, E. The key to our relationship is we make time for each other. Period. Period, bro. You can make time for everything else in the world, bro. I make time. You see, all right, how many times you seen me out without my wife?
Right now?
This is probably it.
Right now.
This is probably it.
And I'm going to say this, because what you just said, it's moving me. Like we joked earlier about mentor and mentee. That wasn't a joke.
No,
it wasn't a joke.
Right.
Because you just, like, people who know me, women who I've had relationships will tell you, Eric is selfish. He's selfish with his time. He will give you the money, he will give you the skin, he will give you. But his time, he holds on to that time like it's the end of life. And I'm just recently getting better with understanding that. Just like I said here, I don't know how to let people love me. I can embrace you with all the love, but let you love me back is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And you mentioned the baby, and that's what broke you. Got 3 children. I've never raised any child from birth. So seeing that baby come out and looking at this person who you are responsible for, who just wants to love you.
Period. For no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason.
And no one knows this, but I'm letting it out the bag now.
Oh, wait, let me get this drink up in me real quick. Go. Oh boy, okay, here we go. Here we go.
God willing.
God willing, okay.
That bundle of joy you talked about will be here August 10th.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Man, listen to me. Yes.
And I look forward to that moment of seeing my child.
Your creation, bro. Yeah.
And didn't intend on this happening as far as this child. But God has a plan.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why.
You do know why.
Tell me, because
you just said it. You just said to me, I know how to give it.
Yes.
I know how to give it, but I don't know how to receive it.
And at 60 years old,
And
God is giving me that thing.
He's going to give you something that's going to show you how to receive love. He's giving it to you. Because if you was to check the box, man, that's the only thing that's missing. The only thing that's left to complete Eric is that, bro. God's saying, okay, it's not about the age. He's giving you what you need when you need it. You need it right now. You need it come August. That's what you need. And he is saying, I'm going to give it to you because now you are ready.
And that's the part I believe.
You're ready.
God knew what he was doing.
You were
like,
ready.
You weren't ready at 20, 30, 40, 50
Listen.
to take this responsibility.
I wasn't ready, but I needed it. You see what I'm saying? You may have needed it, but you wasn't ready. So now he is saying, now you're ready. Because now look at what you can do now because of your life. Look at the time you can spend. Look how much you can pour into your child. Look at how dedicated you can be because you have achieved things now. You have the resources, the time to really do it. Here's your gift. This is your gift for all your hard work. Here you go. Now go enjoy it. Life is crazy that way, bro. Life is crazy that way, bro. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And if men, particularly, if men could understand why that creation is allowed to happen and embrace it, don't be a coward. Don't be a coward, bro. Don't run from your obligations. Don't even run from your unconditional love. Screw obligation. You're running away from something that is going to love you unconditionally. My daughter thought I could fly, bro. Like literally, she thought I could fly, bro. Up until she was like 13, my firstborn thought I could fly. That's the power, man. That's the power, right? And if we embrace that, man, listen, timing is everything, man. I'm so happy for you with that, bro, because I'm gonna tell you something. It is the single most greatest thing in the whole fucking world, bro. I just cannot tell you enough. It will teach you how to love differently. Because see, that kid don't care about your money, your status, your job, your house, your car. Don't mean anything. The one thing that you just sat here and said you're so selfish with is the only thing
and that
she
brings
can
it full. That just.
You see what I'm saying?
This shit just came
Do you see
full
what
circle.
I'm saying?
Like real talk.
Right, real talk. That's what I'm telling you. That's the
And listening to you, that's what it feels like. Like, that's what it feels like. And that is part of the purpose.
That's it.
That's part. Like, I'm a firm believer that we're all on this earth until you fulfill your purpose in life.
In life. Yeah. I believe that.
And I pray that I get 10, 20 years to watch this, my purpose, truly evolve.
You will get every year that you are intended to have.
And whatever that is.
Yeah, you will get it all. You will get every year that you're intended to have. But the beauty of it is, baby, you just said it. You have it.
That you have it.
Got it.
Yes.
And it's crazy though, but full circle moment. You just said the two things that you struggle with.
Yes.
This is the one thing
that's coming. All right, this is about you. All right,
anyway.
But thank you.
We can digress to regress.
Now you have 3 children.
I do.
And you mentioned earlier, I know the 2 youngest are horse riders.
Yes.
They ride horses.
Yes, they do.
And they are how old?
21 and 11.
21 and 11.
So just so everybody knows, 31, 21, and 11. So it's a 10-year.
10 years.
10-year run, right.
What's the hardest? 3 girls. What's the hardest thing?
2 girls.
2 girls.
And 1 son now.
And 1 son now.
Right.
How was that, handling that situation with your daughter telling you, Dad, I want to be your son. I'm not, in this body is not who I am, whatever.
Right.
However it went.
Right. Well, we ain't got enough time. Boy, I'm telling you, we can go, listen, that journey started from birth.
Okay.
You know, I would say probably at the age of 5 or 6, I could identify.
Really?
she was different. You put a dress on her, didn't like it, constantly telling her to close her legs, cross her legs. Everything she did was physical. She wanted to box, play football, basketball. She wanted to hang with me all the time. It was just, and at first I thought it was, oh, she just loves her dad. She just wanted to be around me all the time. But she didn't like getting her hair done. She didn't like putting on makeup. She didn't like fingernail polish. I mean, none of that was her business. None of it. So looking at those signs in the beginning, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I was one of those people openly that was like, nah, you're not born, nah, it's a fad. You're taught that. And I was one of those non-believers, but as I now sit and look back on my life, all the non-verbal cues were there. As parents though, we get stubborn because we don't want to accept it. So we block.
That's not what I created. That's not what I made you to be.
It's not what I want.
Right, not what I want you to
be.
Right.
You see, parents tend to believe children are their report cards. And they believe that if my kid becomes, the first thing people will say, how can I explain you being a guy now? See, you see the selfishness in that?
Yes.
The first
explain?
The first thing you write about is how you, so we saw it coming, right? And I was okay with, the first phase of being a lesbian. Like, I don't like men. Okay. Selfishly as a dad, I'm like, winning.
Facts! Facts! Oh my God!
I was like, winning? You know what I mean?
I don't like the niggas.
Right.
I don't like them either.
I'm winning, right? I'm like, oh man, you heard it. Thank you. So we went through the phase and I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. But it was deeper than that for her. You know what I mean? It was like, she still wasn't complete. And she knows the story, so she won't get mad at it, but she went through her battle of depression.
Oh.
She went through her battle of drug addiction and drinking. Why? I gotta build these layers. Again,
I gotta protect myself.
I gotta protect
because
myself.
I'm different. I'm different.
I'm different. I gotta build these layers. I gotta self-medicate. I gotta do these things to keep. So here come those layers. And unfortunately, there was nobody there that, as she was trying to build them, to kind of knock them down. Because why? We don't want to deal with it. We want to tell you how you're supposed to feel. You're not gay. You're just going through a phase. This is what you hear. So, okay, now let me double down on my concrete since y'all want to act like that. So now she's self-medicating. She's going through it. She comes out of it, and we had a conversation. I had a heart-to-heart with her. I said, look, I can't keep going down this journey with you, rehab and going through this, and I can't. I just can't. What you want to do? Then it comes out, you know what? This is not who I want to be. Okay then. What do you want to do? I want to start the process of being a guy. Okay.
How old was she when that happened?
So she's 31 now. I think we started at 26, 27.
Because I asked that part because, Dwayne Wade has caught a lot of flack over his daughter. And, and I think most people had an issue, and it's not their business, but they discussed it because of her age when she came out and said, this is what I want to do. And it was promoted to the world that Dwayne Wade's son is going to be this. And a lot of people gave him flack for that. Saying she's too young, and people can't tell you how to deal with your own household.
Right. I can tell you right now, he saved his kid's life.
That's where I was going.
I can tell you right now, he saved his kid's life. If you don't make that decision, they commit suicide. I can almost tell you that. Because you don't know. See, it's easy to look on the outside and be judgmental, looking through the window. You don't know what's going on internally with a person, with their feelings, what they're battling. And now think about this. This kid has everything at his disposal. Everything. Dad's rich, mom's rich. All that's there. You think that's all gonna make them happy? No. There's something within a human being that's crying to be something. You have to let it be. And it's not for you to judge. How about that? As parents, bro, you have a responsibility to protect, provide, and then counsel. That's it. From the birth side, from 0 to whatever, you're protecting them. They learn how to walk. They don't know what not to put in their mouth. You're protecting them. And later, now you're providing the things that they need and want. Later on in life, it's just, I'm an advisor, bro. Hey, I wouldn't touch that. It's hot. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. Hey, if I was you, I probably wouldn't. It's just advice. You don't control that individual. And that's what people don't understand. That's an individual. Yes, you created it, but that's a human being that has its own intentions, its own purpose, its own life to live, not yours. So you don't get to guide that child to do things because you fell short. Well, I got to go to college because you didn't go to college.
I got just five without, yeah.
So I got to go to college because you didn't go. You gonna go to college because none of us went.
None of us are going to college. Nobody in this film has ever been to college before.
You going. So I have to, and these are the pressures that we put on people. Oh no, you're not gonna be no trans. How am I gonna go to work and tell people that my son is now my daughter or my daughter? You can't, you won't. Why? It's not your life. It's a life you created, but it's not your life. And it is not a sketch mark on your report card as a parent.
Facts.
Do you think I'm looking at myself as a bad parent because my daughter is now my son? No.
And by the way, your son is a very handsome young. You saw me the picture. I was like, it's a handsome, good-looking dude. Good-looking dude. Right. And she was a beautiful girl. She was a good-looking dude. Right? But I saw it. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And listen, is you creating a good person?
That's the key.
Period.
That's the key.
Are you
they
a good
person?
I don't care what sexual orientation you decide to roll with. Are you humble? Do you have a heart? Are you giving? Are you forgiving? Are you a good person? See, if people focus more on creating good people, right, and not good products, we'd have a better world. It'd be a better world. We treat them as if they're products. They're people. So I have a son and I have 2 daughters.
Okay. And we talked about this earlier. You have an extended family.
Yes.
Tell me what that feels like to you at this point in your life.
You know, we talked about it. You know, my wife is half Korean. So her mom is Korean. My wife was born in Seoul, Korea. Spent some of her time there. Her mom's Korean. Her dad's black. And culturally, the Korean culture is different, obviously, right? So first and foremost, the first thing her mother told me was, I don't go into no old folks' home. So when I get old, I'm living with you, right? And that is exactly where we are today. So her father and her mother both live with us. We have an in-law suite, and they reside with us, which, by the way, having 4 generations in a household is the most beautiful thing you could ever do in your life. It is the greatest thing for my 11-year-old kid to come up with a 21-year-old sister, 51-year-old dad, a 70-something-year-old grand. I mean, that is just a beautiful thing, right? But, you know, I told you this before, like, the in-law has dropped off. You know, my mother passed away last year, my dad about 15, 16 years ago. So now they're just my parents.
They're parents.
You know, and to be honest with you, I would beg of people to don't even put the in-law on it to begin with. Once I'm married to you by union, we're family. This is my dad, this is my mom. We don't have to put the hashtag on it, the slash on it. It is what it is.
Aren't my stepchildren? Aren't my?
No,
these are my children. Aren't my?
So
on that, I want to say this. I'm gonna let you because my area is foster children.
Yeah. And
I love what I do, but they're not. The most hurtful thing you can say when you have a child with you who is in foster care is, "This is my foster child. This is my child." Like, they're with me. This is my child. This is not my foster child.
So we're going to go full circle, E. My middle child is not mine. That's from my wife's first marriage. But you will never hear me say my stepchild. You will never hear me say
Another one of our common denominators.
Right.
My two middle children But not.
Yeah.
But they are my children. You cannot tell me.
You're not going to tell me.
You can't tell me.
You can't tell her.
Right.
You can't tell her I'm not her dad.
Absolutely.
You're not going to do it. Don't put the label on it. Do the work. Do the work. Because see, that's another way to scapegoat yourself. It's my stepdaughter. So now you feel like what, you don't owe her as much love and respect. See, if that's my stepkid, that's somebody else's kid that I'm dealing with, why am I going to let that seep into my head? Because now that changes the dynamic of our relationship and my responsibility to that young lady. If I walked into that thing going,
yes, you're right.
Yo, that's homeboy and you. Y'all did that.
Right, y'all did that.
Hey, I'm here for it, but I ain't really got no real responsibility with that. Y'all work that out. No, real men step in. And I owned that spot for the last 16, 17 years. I own that spot.
It's mine. It's mine.
Unequivocally.
Yes.
It's my kid. And vice versa. You're not going to tell anybody that ain't her son. It ain't going to happen. Try it. It ain't going to happen. That's her son. Flat out. And I think that's where, the family structure, man, look, I will say this. We need to get back to more of that.
Yes, I agree. Totally.
That uniting of families, moving in, and that multi-generational household, man, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Hey, listen to me, people. I'll tell you why it's good. So here's the breakup, right? I'll give you the breakdown of how it works. They don't pay any bills. They live free, right? My wife and I can get up and go anywhere at the drop of a dime whenever we feel like it. We have built-in babysitters. They pick up my daughter. They drop her off to school. Hell, I don't even know when school starts, E. If you were to ask me right now what size shoe my daughter wears or clothes, I could not tell you. Her Gammy knows all that. She washes all the clothes in the house. Every day we wake up, she goes and get all the laundry. She cleans all the laundry. Fresh laundry's back in the house. My father-in-law does all the yard work, fixes anything that's broken. It's a give and take. It's the barter system. It's back the way things used to be.
It's the way things used to be.
Right. But every night we see each other as a family. We talk as a family. We eat and we laugh and we love as a family. It's generational. And there's wisdom that's constantly being poured into these kids. And they're not reading about it. They're hearing it firsthand, the stories. There's nothing beating hearing a story from your grandfather about his struggles in life.
And in saying that, it takes me back to, we talked about this earlier. She said, I'm not going into a home. I'm going to be with you. And our grandfathers and grandmothers.
That's the way it was.
That's what, nobody went into a home.
That's the way it was, bro.
They came to live with you.
That's the way it was.
They came to live, my aunt who passed last year, last year, took care of my great grandmother. Came into her home at 90, grandma was 90 something years old, lived to be 104. Last 14 years she was with my aunt. In her pantyhose, coming downstairs to cook breakfast every morning.
Yeah. Think about that, E.
Yes.
But bringing it full circle with that moment, imagine how you turn out if you now know as a young man that your responsibility will be to that individual later. Like, I probably would have worked a lot harder and did a lot more shit differently if I'd have known, like, yo, at the end of the day, my mother is going to be living, she's going to depend on me.
Me. The same way I depended on her,
she's going to
depend on me.
That changes my mindset. And it changes how I spend money, how I earn money, how I do things, because I know at some point I'm going to be responsible for their well-being. We don't teach that anymore. We don't. I jokingly told you this before, like, and because of that, our dynamic has changed. We don't pass down homes and wealth anymore. We pass down debt.
Now this is deep, so we won't go back. We won't get deep into this part because we talked about this earlier, and I want people to understand what you're saying when you say that. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe, talked about trickle down, where money trickles down.
Our money don't trickle down.
Explain that. Explain when you say our money don't trickle down. What does that mean?
When I started making good money, my money had to go to my mother first. So my money had to trickle up first. I had to go back and take care of my mother first because of her situation. Whether it was taking care and buying a home, whether it was paying her car notes, whether it was helping her get out of debt because of the situation she was in. So my money didn't trickle down to my kids first. My money had to go up to my mother first. And then my grandmother and my dad. The money goes, think about the athletes. When you see them guys, what are they always saying? I gotta buy my mom a house.
Buy my mom a house. I
That
gotta take care of my family. We're not gonna be poor anymore.
That money is going up. Mm-hmm. That money is not trickling straight down to the kids. It's gotta go up and circulate and do all that first. Then it has to come back down again. And now I'm at a point in my life, blessed and thank you, I'm not gonna pass debt on to my children. I'm gonna pass real estate to my kids. I'm gonna pass investments to my kid. That's going to trickle down. That changes the dynamic of what my children's starting point will be.
They're not going to inherit debt.
They're not inheriting debt. You know, I had to pay for my mother's funeral. Facts. I'm blessed and honored to have done so.
That.
But the point in the conversation is there was no life insurance. There was no, nest egg. There was none of that. So if I wasn't in the position I was in, what am I strapped with? What I gotta do? I gotta take out. I gotta bury my mom.
Absolutely.
So what I gotta do? I gotta go out here and take out a loan. I gotta do something. So we do that.
I gotta go into more debt.
More debt. Right.
To take care.
To give my mother a proper send off.
Yes.
I gotta go into debt to do it. That is one of the things, because we don't think, it's unfortunate to say, our generations have become more self-centered and selfish, right? We're not thinking about, a man said this to me, E, and it stuck with me so profoundly. He said, young man, you too will be an ancestor one day. So please act accordingly. And that just, it was like, the moment he said it, it was like a flashback of the shoulders that I'm standing on, the sacrifices that were made, the things that they're trying to take out of the books now that they don't want our children to learn and to know and to understand the heritage and the history. We already stole our culture. We don't have it already. We don't have our connectivity back to the motherland. We don't have that. And now you're trying to take the history away. The things that, they used to say that we had the crab pot mentality.
Yes.
Right? And I want, and this is one thing I want everybody to understand. So when they talk about the crab pot mentality, what do they always say? Be like the what?
Pull them down.
Pull them down.
I'm up. Pull them down.
Let me flip your whole brain out right now.
Go ahead.
Let me flip your whole brain out. Because I want people to understand when you allow other people to narrate your story, the impact that it can have. Crab pot, to me, means this. The crab gets here, another one climbs on, another one climbs on, another one climbs on, another one climbs on, another one climbs on to the top. When that person gets to the top, you hold on to allow the rest to climb out. It's not pulling you down, they're coming up. It's all in how you internalize and how you view it. All of our ancestors are the layers. We're just climbing on top. And now I'm here. You're not gonna pull me down. I'm supposed to be right here holding on.
The strength. You've given me the strength.
I'm giving you to get over. And when you get over, and the next one get over, then I can come over. And then everybody comes over. It's not pulling down. And if we understood what our purpose was, our purpose is not to pull down. When you get there, your job is to hold on and allow those less fortunate to climb over and get to where they need to be, to the other side. And then you come over. They're not pulling you down. They're pulling out of the situation.
They're giving you a way to get out of the situation.
So now, if I take the old way of thinking that, I'm gonna shake you off. Cause you're trying
and leave you down there. I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving you here. That's fact.
Because you're pulling me down. Get off me. Or, come on, y'all. I'm holding. Climb, use my back. Climb over me. Get out. That is what that means. And there's a narrative to everything. It's all on how you listen.
But you're a glass half full guy anyway.
Always.
And I gotta speak because I know it's gonna be a 3-part series, Steve. I'm just saying it's gonna be.
Right, I'm sorry.
You can't show up too much. It's gonna be a 3-part
right.
Because we knew this would happen. I want to say this, and it goes. You just said something. It's about leadership. Like I said, we've been around, we've talked, we've had general, casual conversations.
Yes.
And we had this discussion. I saw something in you that just blew me away. Like, the best leaders sometimes lead without having to show you that I'm the leader. We were at Afro Creek, and they were waiting for McDonald's breakfast sandwiches to get there for the Afro Creek, and they were late. You coming in, you're there to participate in Afro Creek. You ain't there to work. First thing you did when those boxes got there was grab a box. Go get a box. I'm like, let me go get a box. Let me take it a box. We go get boxes. We bring them up to the ladies who are setting up.
Yeah.
They're setting everything up. They're getting it all nice. And you say, without making anybody feel like they weren't doing it right, you said, let's try this. And you stacked them in a way. You said, McDonald's taught me this.
Right.
But I watched that and I'm like, this brother is the real deal. Like, you didn't, no ego. We getting ready to play golf and you like, nah, this got to get done.
It's got to get done.
This got to get done. So let me help them get it done.
Yeah.
And let me lead by example without telling anybody, hey, I'm in charge. I'm Chef Ed.
Let me
I
show
know
you
what
how
I'm
to
doing.
do it. Yeah.
You just went up there and like, boom, boom, let's do this. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And all the ladies started, boom, 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 boom. And it was just beautiful to watch. And I said to myself at that time, like, this is what leaders do.
Yeah.
And in saying that, we know that you're Chef Ed, the great Chef Ed.
Yeah.
What other titles, work-wise, do you hold? Well, you started out Live Casino as
The culinary director.
Culinary director.
Director of culinary operations, right.
And then you became
Director of DE&I.
DEI.
Right.
Explain to those who may not know what that is.
It's not DIE, by the way. So it didn't die. It's still here. It is DE&I, and it's for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And, I got into this space, E, because, not because it was sexy. I was actually a rebel in the space because I didn't subscribe to the normalness of DE&I, right? It was sexy. Everybody was throwing it out there. Titles were being
new thing.
made. Right.
It's a new thing.
And I caught a lot of flack. I was in a symposium, and it was during COVID, so we were all on Zoom. COVID was just breaking out. I mean, it was ending. And I called everybody to the carpet, man. I said, we have made DE&I almost an advancement of like some civil rights movement. Like we've made it a binary conversation. We made it a black issue. We really did. And I warned everybody. I said, listen, when you force feed corporate America something, they will regurgitate it at some point. And we were shoving it down their throats, And the reason why I caught flack was because in the middle of the meeting, I made everybody stop. And I said, I want y'all to all look at the boxes. And what don't you see? You don't see diversity. It was all black people. They all had DE&I positions, but they were all black. And I said, but yet we say it's diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? And they was like, yeah. I said, well, where's the diversity? I said, I gotta be in this space to make sure that it's not so much diversity of skin color that's dangerous. It's diversity of thought that is most important. And I jokingly tell people, I know black people that don't like black people.
They never lie.
You know what I mean? So just because you got a black executive, that doesn't mean he shares the values and the thoughts that we share.
The Supreme Court Justice.
Let it be.
I ain't gonna name drop, but look
We
at
ain't
the
got to
Supreme
name
Court
him,
Justice.
but here you go, right? In a very high position, right? and
who's
his
a black man
and whose skin tone looks like ours, right?
does not
Will
appear
not,
to
do not
like black folks. I ain't saying he doesn't.
No.
I'm going by appearances.
Right. But you see the point. The point is diversity is here and here. It's not this. You know, and
It's a thought process.
It's a thought, man. Diversity of thought and diversity of heartfulness is where I'm trying to get you, because I need people to open up and understand everybody's situations. Everybody's. That makes for a better world.
And when you say that, because we talked about this earlier, you know, a lot of my friends who've known me most of my life say, "You're a Republican." And I'm like, there's some things that I can see, but I'm more about who's good for business, who's good people, who's thinking about me, who's thinking about you, who's thinking about feeding these children who aren't eating in schools, who's thinking about giving these kids, who's going to really help. That's really what I look at. And you mentioned pushing it down your throat, DI, push it down your throat, which will create resentment.
It will, absolutely.
Unfortunately, and I'm going to go there, it happens with the LGBT community. One of the issues that people have is they feel like it's being forced down your throat. We know what it is, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
I don't need it forced down my throat let me just accept you for how you are and not got to keep hearing boom, 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 boom. I'm going to accept you because you're who you are, and you're a good person.
Yeah, good person. I think some of the LGBT, and not all, but I said this at a conference, that, you know, the biggest problem most people have is that the LGBTQIA plus community wants to tell you how to be their ally instead of allowing you to be the ally the best way you know how. Like, I only know how to be one way with my transgender son, right? I'm gonna love him through the process, and yes, sometimes I'm gonna get the pronoun wrong. Sometimes I'm gonna slip up and say she, and he needs to understand that, like, this is new. It's a journey. I'm still an ally. Doesn't mean I have to agree with every line item on your resume, right? I don't agree with everything.
And doesn't mean I'm against you.
Definitely
it does not mean I'm against you, and that's the part.
But I don't agree with everything. Like, my biggest argument is, this is just me. I'm like, I don't really mind if you want to have the surgeries or whatever, but I don't think taxpayers should pay for it. I think you should pay for it.
It's your life.
It's your life.
Your decision.
You can still do it. I'm just thinking you should pay for it. That's my stance on it. I'm not saying I'm opposing it. I don't want you to do it. I'm just saying I don't want to pay for it out of my tax dollars for you to do that. And that should be okay. It should be okay. But in some areas, it's not, because everybody has to have a lane to stand on and yell from. And instead of yelling from that pulpit, teach and lead with love. That's all it takes. Like, that's all it takes. Like, my son and I have a great relationship through this process. You know, he's allowing me to be an ally the best way that I can. I'm advocating as often as I can. You know what I mean? I'm speaking at Pride events. I did one in Philadelphia 2 weeks ago where I was speaking. I mean, I'm always out there. I'm going to embrace it because I now understand.
I live it. This is real to me.
I literally live it, and I understand it. And the one question that I always posed to him was, I was like, where's the support group for us? The parents.
Where's the patience for us?
Where is the support group for me? Where's my group that I can call and be like, hey, my son was my daughter, and I don't know how to cope. Where do I go? And you hear people saying, there is no real infinity.
And it goes back to, I don't have to defend what my son became. That's not for me.
That's not for me. That's his life. I've raised a good person. Girl, boy, straight, confused, not, good person. That choice is their choice to be that way. I'm supporting it. No matter what, I'm going to ride with that young man. Now, I'm also going to treat him like a young man because that's what you've chosen in life. Chose to be.
My job is to respect who you want to be and treat you accordingly.
100%.
Absolutely.
Now, what I will not tolerate is you don't get to tiptoe on both sides of the fence. No, you're not. You call me and ask me for some money, the answer is going to be no. I don't live money to 31-year-old men. I don't. Oh, you being petty? No, I'm being real.
Real.
Now, Oh, so if I was still your daughter, I'll give you anything you want.
Yes. Tell my son that all the time.
I'll give you anything
Your
you want.
sister get anything she wants.
That's right.
That's my daughter.
Right.
Men have to learn to be men. I have to learn to take care of my family. I have to figure shit out. I have to do what I got to do to make the best choices for my children and my family. That's what men do.
That's what we supposed to do, man.
My daughter is my daughter. No matter what's going on in her life, she has her father to take care of her. My son, I won't let you down. I'm going to be there for you.
That net
but
will always be there.
I need you to learn to be a man.
Absolutely.
And in being a man, I got to figure shit out. I can't have somebody just give it to me. And I'm guilty of that sometimes. I am guilty of that.
We all are.
But
we all are.
At the end of the day, the message is,
right.
You're a man. We got to figure shit out.
I'll
help you figure it out, how to get that money, but I'm not just going to give you the money.
Can't give it to you.
Because if I just give it to you, you'll never know how to get out of a situation. Never know how to figure shit out
100%.
and make it happen. So
100%.
Totally agree.
Yeah, that's where it's at. I mean, that's where we land, brother. That's where we land. You know, at the end of the day, it's, I tell people, if you look at my family, just think about what we just said. I got a biracial wife. I have a transgender son. My 21-year-old's dating a Caucasian. Right? I mean, I'm like the United Nations in my crib. You know, we got it all. You know, but
and you ride horses, goddammit.
Yeah, that part, man. And they ride horses, and, you know, and they're good at it.
And they're good at
it. And they're good at it, right? And my daughter's a gymnast. I mean, she's a 2-time Maryland State champion.
Woo.
You know, she's 11 years old. I mean, but all that to say, like, your children are a product of what you pour into them. And I tell my wife this all the time. I said it's generations of generations of generations. We are a product of hundreds of just years and years of generations that made you who you are right now in this position where you sit right now. It's a lot that went into you. It's a lot that's going into our children. This is you know, it's funny because I had a very heated discussion, not to get off topic, but I had a very heated discussion with a white friend of mine. And they were talking about the advancements. Oh, you guys have really done so much better. There's a lot of advancement. And I don't know why this came to me, but I said to him, I said, bro, if you looked at our advancement, right? Just stay with me on it, right? I said, and you did it like anything else in the marketplace with cost of inflation, how things moved. Did we really advance? I mean, if it moved with the cost of inflation, like the way that the black advancement moved today, did we really advance? Are we really ahead of the game? Are we really moving forward? Are we really ahead of anything? And I take that back to family. It's the most important thing, E. You ask me about my family, that's why it's the most important. Nothing is more important than that family structure, because you have to have a nucleus. We talked about it earlier. We are hardened by what our families were like. It was a setback for us. We had to take a couple steps back, 35 years old, 35. That's when we wake up at 35, bro.
That's when we wake up. We start really trying to figure shit out. Yes.
We're starting at 35 years old. We're like, oh shit, wait a minute. What's 35? That's when we start to wake up and figure stuff out. Where if you have the proper family structure, man, you wake up into. My daughter has been riding a horse since she was 5 years old. She found a passion at 5. This microbiology, that she's doing in Towson, she figured this stuff out on her own. She knows what she wants to do because we've allowed her to be free, and we raised her to be a good person. Period. It's a beautiful thing.
What's next in Ed Evans? The next phase of Ed Evans' life is looking and moving towards what?
Helping more people, man. You know, I remember Freeman Habrowski told me once, he said, Ed, you can't help them if you one-up them. And that was like, wow, you can't help the poor if you're poor. You can't help a dummy if you're a dummy. It's a Baltimore term, by the way.
Dummy.
had to plug the Baltimore thing in, dummy. You know what I'm saying? It's a Baltimore thing. But you can't help them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't. And now that I'm no longer one of them, it's my obligation and my duty to help. So I'm always going to be looking and seeking ways to assist and help and make people better. And I think I tell people my life is very simple. This is truly how I view life, man. It's like a bank account. You know, and I tell people, if you don't put anything into it, when it's time for you to do a withdrawal, you're going to see something that says insufficient funds because you didn't invest anything into it. So the more I pour in, someone asked me the other day, they said, Ed, how do you help so many people, man? It's got to be a drain. I said, it's not a drain. I said, because all you're doing is you're going to give me your pain and your problems. I'm going to take it and process it. I'm going to wrap it back up in a pretty bow. I'm going to give it right back to you. I'm empty again. So now I can take the next person's problem. I'm going to take that. I'm going to work it. I'm going to let the universe and God work with me. We're going to wrap that thing up. We're going to give it right back to you. I'm empty again. My job is to continually empty myself so that I can continue to receive, so I can keep giving. You get backed up when you try to hold it. Now your ceilings,
Bro. And I'm gonna go back when I talked about my success that I've had. My biggest struggle is I work with children in crisis. I have a family. I take care of my mother. I help my sister. I'm everything to everybody that I can be. My heart is big. My heart is full. I just want to help. And I didn't, for the longest time it was, I'm taking everything in. And it was all still in here. And I was losing myself. I felt for the first time in my life, when you hear more money, more problems, I was overwhelmed. I was like, I can't do this. I wanted to put myself in a psychiatric hospital because I was overwhelmed. And that's when I started seeing my therapist. And that's when I say she saved my life. Like, Dr. Stevenson saved my life because I didn't know what to do with all that shit that was coming in. And I want to be there for everybody. I don't want to let my mother down. I don't want to let my aunt down, my everything that people poured into me for so long was in me, and I couldn't take anymore. It made me shut down in relationships. It made me dismissive of people.
It's a combination of things, bro. And I'm going to tell you, I mentored a young man the other day about this. He just became a director of our company. And he came into my office crying. Literally, he broke down in my office. He said, man, I'm having a breakdown. He goes, it's too much. And I told him, I said, listen, here's what you're dealing with. You're now in where I call gimme land. I said, you're in a space in your life now because of where you are financially and what you are professionally. You're in what we call give me land. And give me land means everybody that calls you, everybody that comes looking for you, every time that phone rings, it's never going to be, how are you? What do you need? It's going to be, give me. I said, and it takes its toll. I said, because we need someone to care for us too. I said, but that's not the space you're in. You're in give me land. Any woman you meet is going to be give me. Everybody at your job, give me. 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 Give me.
Can you?
Why can't you? Can you? It's give me. And it's every single day. And I told him, I said, I understand, bro. I live it. My phone will ring. It is on that other end of that phone, it is not going to be anybody saying, can I help you? It is going to be, I need, can you help, give me. I said, so, he goes, well, how do you deal with it? I said, learn to say no. I said, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Learn to say no.
I can't. I can't.
I can't. For me, it's not even I can't. Because, Eric, they're going to look at you. What you mean?
They're going to like, you're lying. You're full of shit.
You're full of
and then you say, all right, well, I don't, you want to be nice about it, but it's like.
But sometimes you're like,
no,
I don't want to do that for you. I won't do that for you. I won't. I just won't. I said, because if not, listen, and here's the problem. And you probably know this as well. No phone call is genuine. I got family and friends that'll call me. I call it the setup. You know, I get the text, hey, what's up, bro? I was thinking about you. Call it the setup, right? And then 2 days later, hey, man, you know what? I'm 1,000 short on this. Man, you think you can help me out? Oh, so that text before wasn't really about me. It was the setup. It was the warm-up for the ask. So now we become hardened. Now everybody,
And now you see the phone ring, you don't answer the phone.
you don't answer the phone.
Like, true story, my daughter, we had to have this talk. My daughter would call me and she would always, first thing she would say, hey Dad, how you doing? I love you.
Boom.
Dad, can I?
Right after that.
And I had to tell her, Nadia, I know you love me. Don't ever call me again, tell me you love me first and then ask me something. And this goes back to what? One of our friends who introduced us, LaRon Finney.
Hey, big Finn. Big up, Finn.
Big up.
Big up, Finn.
He said to me, E, don't be afraid to ask. Do the ask.
Hey.
And I told my daughter, just ask me for what you need. Don't butter me up because I feel like a sucker.
Hey.
Tell me how that,
Hey.
those words from Finney, tell me how that
Hey.
affected you in
Hey.
your life.
Big up,
Ask.
Finn. Big up. So, we were at the Lollipop downtown smoking cigars and having some drinks. And he goes, Ed, I'm gonna challenge you with something. Cause I was pointing to him. And men, be vulnerable, okay? You got a man in your life that you're close with, be vulnerable, man. Share your experiences.
Yes.
Tell him your weaknesses, tell him where you're hurting. Be vulnerable. It's very important to be vulnerable. So I was being very vulnerable in this moment. And he said, I want you to do two things for me. He said, and I want you to do it for 30 days. He said, every day you wake up, I want you to, one, find a way to be of service, right? He said, the second thing I want you to do is I want you to ask someone for help. And we talked about this earlier. I struggle with that part.
Yes.
I
Every
struggle
day.
I struggle
I
with
still
it.
struggle with it.
I struggle
still
with the-
struggle with it.
Oh man, ask somebody for help. Nah, bro, I ain't doing that. Like,
And help doesn't mean monetary.
it does not.
That's the part that people don't understand.
It does
Everything
not.
about money.
It does not. But it's also how do you phrase I need help, right? So I took him up on his challenge, you know, and I was probably 24, 25 days in, bro, and my life changed just like that. Because like he said to me, you'd be surprised how many people want to help you, but you never ask.
You never ask.
You'd be surprised, right? And sometimes we talked about it, it's how you phrase the question. Sometimes it's not even asking for help. Sometimes it's just sharing what you're doing with someone.
And someone will say, how can I help?
And someone will say, how can I help? Now, that also can be a trip up. Because now you're like, man, I don't even know. How can you help? I don't know. You know? I'm not, or you get the proverbial, no, I'm good. No, you're not.
Guilty.
Yeah,
Guilty.
See, right. I'm
Guilty.
good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
What you've just done was you blocked the blessing. You stopped the blessing right in its tracks. With the I'm good, skirt, blessing halted. Where it really should be more like, you know what? Let me think about that and get back with you on that. Let me get back with you on that. Let's have another meeting. Let's figure that out. You're not asking for help because the ego, we got egos, won't allow you to. It's just another way of going about it and still getting that end result. And more importantly with that lesson, man, the being of service part is critical. It's critical. And when he gave me those two, so now whenever I meet people, when I'm mentoring, hey, I'm gonna task you with two things, bro. Be of service and ask for help.
Yes.
For 30 straight days, it'll change your life. Finney always says it's a superpower, and he's never lied.
Nah, I totally
He's
totally
never
agree.
lied, man. It is truly a superpower, man, and I use it, and it's just and now that I'm at a point where I can truly be of service and lend help, you know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So
All right. One last question before we go.
hit it.
Real quick before you say it, since you brought this, how long do you have on camera? You don't have a lot of time on camera.
Huh?
Space-wise, on the camera, we got 10 minutes.
Oh, we be done.
Oh, we be done.
You about to hit the last
I'm about-
question.
I just wanted to let you
All
know.
right.
But hit that last
'Cause
question.
we got 3 hours in. We 2 hours in.
Right, he about to hit me off right now. The last question.
So, last question. In this era of President Trump, and as you stated earlier, who has expressed his anger at DEI being forced down people's throats, and everyone in this uproar about what he's doing to us and how he's hurting us, and this can't work for us. We spoke on this earlier, and your answer, I really want people to hear that answer because it goes back to being the victim. And there was an era when we were not the victim, where in segregated times, we were forced to depend on us.
Correct.
Our banks,
Correct.
our grocery stores,
Correct.
our builders, our
Correct.
construction,
Correct.
our infrastructure
Correct.
was us.
It's us.
We weren't asking you to do a damn thing for us. It was us.
Right.
And this president, who has a bigger agenda, we know that.
No doubt.
But as us, instead of feeling you're taking everything from us,
Right.
and there'll be some people who are angry and upset, but the reality is we got to take control of ourselves. We got to be responsible. It goes back to what you said, service. We got to be
100%.
responsible for ourselves
For
and
ourselves.
help and not pull down, but pull up and be
And
that
hang
bridge
on,
to
and
climb
hang
over.
on so you can climb over.
So I want you to give that rationale in 3 to 5 minutes, your explanation, somebody who lives in that world
I do.
of what we need to do and how we need to take what he said and turn it into our positive.
Yeah, it's definitely an opportunity for us to, we ain't got to flip it. Just play the course as it's being written. If the man is saying, I'm going to stop this for this sector of people, okay? We always, and don't get me wrong, we're quick to protest, right? I get it. And it's funny because I was telling my wife this because we were arguing one day. She was like, you know what? Target stopped doing DEI. We're not going to Target no more. Okay. But where am I going? Right? What's my alternative? Where is the black Target? So what should have come from that is there is no black Target. Okay, then someone needs to create a black Target.
Facts.
Then let's create a black Target. See, life, man, look.
And there is a black target out there.
Yeah.
We just don't know where it is yet, but there's somebody
That's the point.
out
Where's
there
that
who's doing
green
it.
book that's
Yes.
telling us where to go spend our money,
Yes.
what banks to bank with, who owns what, and who does what, right? And we talk about it often, and I'm telling my wife, because my wife is big political junkie, right? And I'm like, look, I understand the protest part. I get it. But there is a point in time where we have to then say, I hear you, Trump. I hear you. You tired of taking care of us. You tired of the handouts. You tired of us. Okay, we need to learn how to stand on our own 2 feet. Agreed. The argument's going to be, well, we tried that. And y'all burnt down Black Wall Street when we tried to do that. When we tried to stand on our own and do our own. And everybody's going, well, that's what happened. Yeah, that was then. This is now. We have enough black wealth in this country today to do whatever we want to do for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have it.
And for our people.
And for our people, we have it. Can you imagine, just imagine for 1 second, if every black person, somebody erected a black bank, the mega black bank, and every black person took all their money out of all the other financial institutions and put them in that bank. You want to protest? This is how you protest.
And they're going to figure out how to come and get your business now.
This is the new protest. It's not just taking business away from somebody, it's redirecting that into our community. Mm-hmm. It has to go somewhere. Okay, we're not going to go to Walmart. Okay, don't go to Walmart. But where are you going?
Where you gonna go?
Where are you going? Find it. If it doesn't exist, create it. We have to be in the, if it doesn't exist for us, create it. Everybody else does it. Everybody else does it. My kids went to a Korean doctor. Korean dentist, Korean doctor. Why? Because they have their own doctors in their own communities and they have it. They got it. Jews have it, do they not? Mm-hmm. And this is not a knock on them. I am giving them all the praise for the way in which they operate.
Embrace and take care of each other.
Because we should be adopting the same freaking model. But here's the catch to it though, E. It needs to be a hard reset, honestly, on black businesses and how we operate. Because I tell people, I want to support you. But if you say you open at 12, you got to be open at 12. I can't walk into your establishment, you open today, but you close tomorrow. You're supposed to close at 6, but you close at 4. I went to an establishment 3 days in a row, black. I wanted to buy something so bad. I went there 3 days in a row. Tugging on the door. My wife knows what I'm talking about. I'm tugging on the door. They're closed. I come back Tuesday, closed. Come back Wednesday, closed. She calls me like, they're open today. I'm like, you know, we have to learn how to run our businesses. Mm-hmm. and not get so hung up on the goddamn title of owner. See, we too sexy with the words, not the actions. When you open something, give us the service that we demand and respect, and we should be able to patronize. But you have to, I can't go to your restaurant and you out of 14 things on the menu. It's hard to patronize you when you're doing that. So I'm telling people not to rush into opening it, but do it right. If you do it right, we will patronize it right. We will do it right. But now
we've shown we will do it unconditionally until we just can't do it anymore.
Right, until we just had enough. We will try. We literally will try. You know, but then when you're not consistent, we're like, man, I can't.
And don't be the brother who we support, and then if things don't work out, say in the black community,
ain't nobody support me. Ain't nobody support
Don't be that brother.
It's like, no.
Don't be that woman.
Well, really, that's the problem. The problem is, and this is what I tell people, like, when you want to open something, make sure you just do it right. I jokingly tell people, a black-owned business should be ran, and you shouldn't even know that's a black-owned business.
Exactly.
You shouldn't even,
It's a business.
surprised.
It's a business. It does good. Right, when you find out it's black, you're like, huh? Oh, shit.
Wow. But get to that point where we're so hung up on wanting to put the tag up and say we own something. No, man, you got to own it and operate it right, though. You got to do it right. And we're not saying you got to have plush everything. I'm just saying being open.
Be consistent.
If your website says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, this time, then you should be open. Have your people in a uniform. Have them looking professional. That's all. We'll patronize the crap out of you.
Every time.
Every single time.
So one last thing, because there's going to be a lot of people with a lot of questions,
Yeah.
and a lot of people who want to help, a lot of people want to support when they hear what you're doing.
Yeah.
How can people reach out to you? Instagram, email.
So it's
what's
funny,
the best way to
so
contact?
It's funny you say that. So I've taken myself off of all social media. I've done that social media fasting, and man, my mental clarity has been so wonderful since I've done that. Just
Got you. So they can't reach you? People can't reach Ed Evans?
No, listen, I would say probably, it would probably be Edward at evansandyoung.com.
Okay.
I'm sorry, evansandyoungconsulting.com. That's how they can reach me. So it's Edward at evansandyoungconsulting.com. If they want to reach out to me, send me an email. We'll respond as swiftly as we can, and where we can be of service, we will absolutely be of service.
And if you don't get him there, you can always reach me.
Yep, you can definitely get
on
E.
IG, Facebook. If you know me, you know me. ESF. ESF. That's my social media, right? Is that ESF 1965? I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know
But you can reach me.
I love the fact it was ESF, right? That's how I do it.
I gotta ask.
So ESF, right?
I gotta ask.
Am I right with that or right? I'm like,
And
what's my handle? Yeah. That's when you know you made it. When you gotta look at somebody else and be like, yo, what's my handle? That's when you know you've done it.
And on behalf of the Phoenix Perspective, I swear this means everything to me. Someone I respect, someone I look up to, someone I admire in every aspect of your life and how you carry yourself. Someone from Baltimore City.
Absolutely.
And a lot of my people right now have been from Baltimore City, but I do have people in Jersey, people all over who I know that I want to bring on here, but I happen to be here right now, and I want this city to get the love that it truly deserves. We are not DC's little sister anymore. We are not DC's little sister. We've never been a little sister.
I'm about to say we've never
but
been.
now you're seeing, I'm showing you some of these people,
and
the power they have.
There's so many more out there.
And I plan on bringing something to you who are just straight, great people who love this city, but they love their people. And this isn't a black or white thing, but it is about loving people, being, as he said earlier, being good character people, taking care of those who need taken care of. That's what we try to do. Phoenix Perspective about overcoming and going through the fire and becoming stronger and more powerful than ever. You've truly done that, and you'll continue to do that.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Always.
I look forward to the next one.
Yeah. Have me back, man.
Thank you. Oh, without a doubt.
There's a lot of things we didn't
Without
cover.
a doubt. Oh, we didn't even
Have me
touch
back.
questions. Do this conversation.
Have me back.
So thank you. We look forward to getting your responses, seeing what you think, and if you, like I said, you can't reach Ed, you can reach me, and I'll reach Ed.
100%.
Thank you. Good night.